The Israeli defense minister has just signed an order today preventing the Palestinian Authority from providing financial support to Arab Israelis who carry out attacks against other Israeli citizens. Now, the directive is targeting 8 terrorists who are already serving out sentences in Israeli prison. And joining us now with the details is Israeli news anchor and journalist Lital Shemesh. So, Lital, first of all, where is this money coming from, and why is this directive coming out now?
So it's important to understand that the Palestinian Authority for many years is funding terrorists, Palestinian terrorists, and also Israeli Arab terrorists, funding the monies, funding the families of those terrorists. I mean, 7% of the Palestinian Authority budget goes to funding terrorist families of shaheeds. And not only that, the more you kill, the more Jews that you're killing, that you're murdering, the more money you're gonna get. Right. Which means if you're been sentenced to 3 years in the Israeli prison, 5 years, you get a few thousands of shekels. If you're sentenced to 10, 20 years, you can get up to 15,000, 25,000 shekels a month. And it's just ridiculous that the Palestinian Authority is funding, giving money, telling to their own people the most profitable job you can have as a Palestinian
is to be a martyr.
Is to be a murderer, is to go and murder Jews. And I think there's a major problem dealing with the culture of the Palestinian Authority when they're glorifying terrorists, when they're naming schools after suicide bombers. How can we ever
right.
achieve peace with
so why
with that
is the
entity?
defense minister, targeting this issue right now? And I also think that not many people are necessarily aware that that money is being funneled towards Israeli Arab terrorists within Israeli territory or in jails in Israel, right?
That's actually an excellent question. I mean, people are asking, why have you waited so long? I mean, why have you waited for the elections to come to actually start acting and doing measures that will stop terror, or will try and prevent terror? I'm also asking another question. Why is the rest of the countries in the world is still giving money to the Palestinian Authority? 2 months ago, we've seen the Netherlands decided to stop transferring money to the Palestinian Authority until they will stop funding terrorists. The U.S. 2018 decided to stop transferring money to the Palestinian Authority unless they will stop funding terror. So I think all the countries around the world should start acting accordingly and understand that the side that they need to push in order to achieve peace is not Israel, is the Palestinians.
Well, it's certainly going to be interesting to see how this directive plays out. I mean, how is the defense minister planning on implementing this? How does that work?
I don't know exactly how is he going to implement it. And to be honest, I have to tell you, I'm not even sure that the Supreme Court judge will approve those steps, which usually they don't approve it. But I think it's a step towards making it clear to the other side, we will not allow you to transfer money to Israeli Arabs who murder Jews, who were sentenced to prison. It's just simply wrong.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Lital.
Thank you, Natasha. Thank you for having me.